Terry Mayfield.
Thank you, Madam Toastmaster. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters, and welcome guests. Several years ago, the city of Los Angeles held a 10K run. It was to commemorate the installation of a brand new track in the Coliseum. Now, for those of you who aren't familiar with the Coliseum, that's where the football team we don't have doesn't play. Now, the race was to start in downtown Los Angeles, go through the streets of LA below the skyscrapers, go down Figueroa, and then into the Coliseum and finish inside the Coliseum on what was once, or actually twice, the official Olympic finish line. The race was open to 3 categories of runners: professional athlete, amateur athlete, and fool. Now, after I registered for the race, I thought, gee, I should set a goal for myself, something to accomplish. And I wasn't delusional. I didn't have any expectations I would win the race. So I thought, well, one thing that I could try to achieve is that from the time I crossed the starting line until I crossed the finish line, I was not going to break stride. Now, I might slow down just a little bit towards the end, but I wasn't going to walk. I wasn't going to stop. My goal was to not break stride. Now, you can probably imagine why I'm sharing this story with you. Certainly, if you're familiar with the phrase, learn from the mistakes of others. Well, I made 3 egregious mistakes, but I learned 3 lessons along the way that I want to share with you so that you'll never do what I did and do a 10K the wrong way. Now, a 10K is 10 kilometers. It's 6.2 miles long. Now, I jogged every morning before work, but I had never run more than 3 miles at any one time. But I thought, well, hey, twice as far can't be twice as hard. You're already going in that direction, right? That was mistake number 1. And then I thought, well, this is an official race. I should get some real running shorts. I mean, I ran in the morning in my raggedy old sweatpants, so I went to the sporting goods store to look at some running shorts. And I picked up a pair, and I looked at them, and I thought, oh, you've seen running shorts. They are short. And that nylon is so thin, I thought, gosh, this qualifies for lingerie. But because I ran in the morning when it was cold, and this race was in the winter, I thought, well, I won't wear the shorts until the day of the race. That was mistake number 2. Then I thought I needed some words of inspiration to get me through this ordeal, and I chose the simple words of Benjamin Franklin when he said, "No pain, no gain." By the end of the race, I had adopted the words of Dr. Weisberg, "When there's pain, refrain." And that was my 3rd mistake. Well, come with me to the day of the race. We're standing in downtown Los Angeles Sunday morning. We look up in the sky, and it's overcast, a cool breeze, perfect day for a 10K run. We're standing in downtown Los Angeles, right next to the Los Angeles Athletic Club, standing behind the starting line with 5,000 other people. Oh, there was excitement in the air, big buzz, a lot of noise going on. And then all of a sudden, silence as we anticipated those famous words. Runners, on your mark, get set, bang! Oh, we're off and running to the streets of LA. The race was a breeze for the first 100 yards. Then trouble set in. You know those running shorts I told you about? Well, the best way to describe this is that my thighs are very friendly. And they like to stay in constant contact with each other. And those running shorts allowed them to do just that. And with every stride, they're rubbing and rubbing and rubbing. All of a sudden, it's getting painful. I'm kind of losing layers of skin. And I can't run like this anymore, but I can't break stride. That's my goal. And what am I going to do? I can't stand the pain. So I thought, well, I'll just run like this. I'm embarrassing myself from all these other runners, but I thought, okay, I'm not going to break stride. And that solved the problem. For the next 100 yards. Because you know what happens when you use parts of your body the way you normally don't use them? They don't like it. And all of a sudden I'm getting signals up from the calf saying, hey, what's going on up there? I said, well, look at the thighs. I said, look at the thighs. If you don't knock it off, we're going to cramp. I go, don't do it. so I keep going, and I'm right back to, I keep switching back and forth. Rook flies, hurt calves, rook flies, hurt calves. I'm thinking, just how long is this race? And we go around the corner, and I see a big banner down there, and I think, well, that must be halfway, and I see it says mile 1. So I think of that, rook flies, hurt calves, rook flies, hurt calves. Finally, I'm on Figueroa, I see the Coliseum way down, and I calculate just how much pain I'm going to have to endure. I figure, right to the Coliseum, in on the track, it's over. But no, that's not how they set up the race. As soon as we got to the Coliseum, they said, go all the way around the outside first. Rook flies, hurt calves, rook flies, hurt calves. Finally, I'm going down the tunnel, rook flies, hurt calves. Finally, I'm on the track, rook flies, hurt calves. I crossed the finish line, and I never broke stride. Thank you. Isn't it amazing how we never get too old to find a new way to be stupid? So there I stood at the bottom of the Coliseum, and I started looking for those shuttle buses that they advertised that would take us back to our car downtown. But it seems the buses weren't running for another 3 hours. They wanted you to stick around and spend money at their festivities. And spend money? I don't carry a wallet in my lingerie. The only thing I had was a key to my car tucked in my shoe. The car that's parked 6.2 miles away. So I decided to drag my body back there rather than sit down, because I knew if I sat down, I wouldn't let me get up again until Easter. And I thought, I've learned something. I've got to learn something from this. So I want to share with you what I learned so that you'll never do a 10K the wrong way. Lesson 1, when you run, twice 3 miles is a long, long way. And lesson 2, don't try and do your running in lingerie. And lesson 3, take it from me, there's a lot more pain than gain. And though Franklin was wise, I now realize old Ben never ran a 10K.
Second place, District 52 Humorous Speech Contest, Terry Mayfield.